welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Lions going up against the Sounds. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Jesus Luzardo.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to get underway. And now the rookie second baseman, number 12. The pitch. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
Right through there for a strike.
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Kicks and deals. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And here it comes. Left field. Peterson drifts towards it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Headed down the line. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. 2 down, nobody on. In there at the knees. Going to count 1 and 2.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill in this one, Frankie Montas. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him. Now 1 away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Here's Andres Jimenez. This one popped up. Mondesi under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
2 outs. On the ground. And foul ball. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later inning.
In plenty of time. But first, what a play. Inning over. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And now Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. And the pitch.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Jimenez throw to first. And quickly 1 away in the second.
The first baseman, Willie.
So up next, Willie Montanez. Second inning here, no score. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. And another ball. That just misses. And the count is filled up.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Three and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. But it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 outs, base is empty. And Alberto Mondesi up to the plate. Two down, nobody on.
2-2.
To third, and that one finds its way through. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So 2 down. Here's the speedy catcher. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2. That one inside. The count now 2-2. Strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And now, Sean Green. Singing, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. The 1-1. And another ball. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. His second home run of the series. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with Crush.
They're just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
And Jack Peterson stands in. Liner, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against the front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now the catcher up to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. And a pitch. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Not even close there. And the count is even 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. One on, nobody out, a run in here in game 2 of the wild card series. And it's ball 4, he missed down low. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That one raced to center and a base hit. The run comes in from second. It's 2-0.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here is Spencer Jones. The pitch. Outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Too low, ball 4, and he's walked another.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick through pass.
Here's David Jones. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And the count 1-2.
A strikeout And you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And another ball. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Derek, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game. The pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Got him swinging.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop. Right-hander kick steals. On the ground to short, could be 2. Over to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. The Sounds out front here, 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now batting Jamer Candelario.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. And number 1 on the ground. Now, Geraldo Perdomo. Here's a guy who is one of the best in the business. You're talking about looking for a hit somewhere, and this is a guy you go to. 1 down, base is empty. Out to short. Throws to first. And there are 2 down. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And now the lefty. Back to the mound. He's got it. To first. And that is the inning. Bottom of the inning. And now here is Andres Jimenez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And that one becomes property of the beast. It just got out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Now here is David Justice. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series. That one off the mark, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The line of the pitch. That's back. Foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next one misses, and the count's full.
Definitely is swinging this slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a miss. Strike came out, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run. And now, Sean Green. Right-hander deals. Two gone.
If you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly, I'm reaching for it right there.
2 outs. And it's fouled away. Scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Wild Card Series Game 2. Now the number 2 hitter, number 43. Hawaii to kick the pitch. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see.
That's ripped. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Hung up in a rundown now. And they finally tie down for the out. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Throw on to Santana. And Hernandez is out. And now Willie Montanez. That one ripped left field. That's back. And that one becomes property of the beast. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-2.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Two outs, nobody on. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop Adalberto Mondesi. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he has seen it like a beach ball.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now the switch hitting catcher. And he hits a ground ball right side. On the first. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Puerto Rico with the lead 3-2. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Pudge Rodriguez.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Pitch misses. It's 2-2. There's a splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Up with it. Fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So digging in, Carlos Santana. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
A really good take, especially 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 2nd game of the series. It could work there as he gets him 1, 2, 3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. Kicks and fires. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo.
1-2.
And the pitch. In the left down the line. Into the corner, but foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman. The pitch. That clips the corner.
Opportunity to do damage. On the flip side, ground ball, double play, strike out. That could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Next pitch is downstairs. And he deals. Swing, and that ball smashed out of line. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Tag to third. And that's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're coming with the third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Now the right fielder.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Two outs. Got it. Out number 3. To the bottom of the 5th. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball off right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Mondesi fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And the batter will be the shortstop. Singh, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man of war now with 1 away. So up next, Andres Gimenez. And the righty deals. Runner takes off. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Kicks and deals. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Full count, 3-2. Hit in the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. They got it for out number 2. And now it's going to be David Justice. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Next pitch is outside.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And another ball.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So first and second with 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Sean Green. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Righty delivers.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the power speed combo of Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis waits.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And that should quiet this home crowd. And we're all square. It's 3-3. That one just sounded different.
Yeah, it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Siggy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
So one out, nobody on. Willie Martinez getting ready to hit. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and now two gone.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat at Alberto Mondesi. That one misses. 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Here comes a pitch. This ball's chopped to the ground. Throw on to Santana. That ends the frame. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Well, we go bottom 6, and now Jack Peterson. Swings through that one for strike 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Wandy Peralta up and throwing. Spores also throwing. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. to the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Good eye right there.
Full count.
And here it comes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Hard hit right side. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
The catcher, number 17.
Here's a big power threat, Pudge Rodriguez. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talked about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Carlos Santana. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. Leaving the pitcher on the mat, Caleb Ferguson. And here's the catcher.
The catcher, number 16.
And another ball. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. That misses. 3-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Full count.
This one in the air. Torres gets under it. Calls it in. And it is one away. Jamer Candelario digs in now.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That one way inside. All tied up here in the late stages of game 2. This one high in the air to left center. On the move to the alley. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Now a chance for Geraldo Perdomo. That one down the line, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. It's a strikeout. pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Wandy Peralta.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the center fielder, Spencer Jones.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And now 2-1.
Well, both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
That one blasted deep to right, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blown in from right field right now.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That's down and in. Base is empty, one away. Here in the bottom of the seventh. Next offering is downstairs. One down, base is empty. And he grounds one back up the middle. The dive, nice stop, and they cut the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop. 2 outs. Outside. And it's 2-1. And a pitch. And strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out and move really late right now.
And another ball. That one hit to right. Settles underneath it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 20. Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman.
This guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Bounced out to short. Throw on to Santana. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now it's the right fielder. And the slider just misses. On the ground, right side. Santana takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And now 1 and 2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A massive home run. And just like that, they're out front. It's 4-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
So 2 away with nobody on. Teoscar Hernandez now at the plate. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 2. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up and in, and the count's even at 2. High in the air, out to right. Green gets under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And the home team down a run. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jonathan Hernandez.
Power slider guy, bro. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Here's the third baseman, Andres Jimenez.
The third baseman.
And it skips in again.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. 2-2 now. Swings and lines a base headed to left field. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, David Justice. That's inside. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. The 3-1. Razor to left base hit. Hernandez quickly throws it in. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, it takes so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
And the batter now, Sean Green. With the tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one almost got him.
Full count.
So the tying run at second. Swung on, belted. Tatis going back. Pulls it in on a warning track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with run out.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but wind just absolutely killed it.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Jack Peterson.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss as he was late.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
1-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He sends it out of here. And they back on three. It's 6-4. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
Stepping in, Pudge Rodriguez. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 outs, bases empty. Now it's going to be Carlos and Joely Rodriguez on to pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the second game of the series. And 1-2.
1-2.
Just off the outside part of the plate. The pitch. Drifts towards it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Gustavo Bauer.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the first baseman, Willie Montanez.
The first baseman, Willie Montanez.
Center field. Jones moving under this one. Calls it in, and there's 1 away. He's 2 outs away. And Alberto Mondesi, the next to hit. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 6-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Here's the catcher. The 1-2. Slipped into the field, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
1 down, runner at first. Jamer Candelario will hit next. The pitch. No one can get there. It falls in. Makes the turn at second. Heads for third. Coming
RBI base hit. Now let's see if they can build on that and get the lead. Put the pressure on the other side heading into the bottom of the ninth.
So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Chandler Arnold. Go-ahead run on base. Next is the designated hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. At the belt and fires. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
Situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Back to the top of the order now, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in safely. The punch out there, and it's 2 out. Strike, the pitch. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Johnny Cueto.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
One-run game, bottom 9. Puts it in the air out towards left center. With the extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a hit.
That's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets in the scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here's Gleyber Torres. So the tying run at second. And he blows that one by him at 100.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Him off.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Bottom of the ninth, down a run, and tying run on second base. Backed off the plate that time. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And it's second.
And another ball. Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
And that'll do it.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long